I am Nima, and we are going to Cafe de Soleil. We're gonna go watch the open mic with strangers and listen to music. And if I have the guts, maybe I'll perform something, except I can't sing. So I'll probably try to tell a few racist jokes before people think they're right.
Reporting live from Cafe du Soleil. Leave a bus to
And up next to you this evening is...
Going 13. Are you excited?
No!
Put your hands together.
Hi, I'm Nima, and I don't really have a musical number, and my act isn't as blunting as the last one. What I'm going to attempt to do is entertain you for a couple of minutes, and I might not do a great job of that. I can't play instruments very well. I used to play the tuba. I'm still in high school, so technically I should, but I dropped band because it was really embarrassing. I have a problem with self-esteem, which is part of why I dropped so many things. I'm an active. I used to wrestle. I wrestled for 3 years. So it wasn't just a stint. I was there for a really long time, and I had this really childish face, so nobody wanted to break it to me that I'm weak. I shouldn't be on there. I went to provincials once because there were 3 people in my weight class. And I came in first because the other 2 guys didn't show up. But when I got there, I found out that there were a lot of people in the province that weighed just about the same as me. So that was a shocker. I'm looking at the sheet, I'm looking at the round robin, and there's this guy, let's call him like Ben Johnson or John Doe. And I see, and I'm like, damn, I bet he's big and scary, and I am definitely gonna lose. So I turn to the guy next to me, I'm like, man, that guy looks great. He's like, yeah, he's a real pain in the ass. And then he goes off on this whole story about how a week ago, he just finished a medical procedure where they replaced a bunch of organs in his body. And he almost died, and he shouldn't really be doing this, but he's got such a passion for wrestling. I'm like, wow. That's cool. Of course, I go up on the mat, and there he is, facing me. And I don't have it in my heart to take this guy down. He nearly died a week ago. So I go easy on him. I'm like, okay, yeah, you take me down. Just flip me over. It's all good. Of course, I try maneuvering it so I'm winning by a point. I never learned the rules to wrestling because nobody ever taught me. They just kind of assumed I knew. So the match is over. The referee stands in the middle and holds her hands, and I lift my arm up because I thought I won. But I was really wrong. He pushed my hand down. Kid who nearly died lifted his hand up, started laughing, and then told me he was joking about the whole thing. People are assholes. That's really what it comes down to. It's just a bummer how mean some people are. I used to have a bus driver who I'd catch every day after school. And this guy just had it in his head that he was mad with his job. And I don't blame him. Being a bus driver probably sucks. Essentially, it's like being a garbage man, but with arguably trashier customers. That's really what it is. I mean, there you are, standing at the bus stop. Bus driver has to stop for you in the middle of traffic. You get on and you feel like you're wasting his time. I always take out my ticket and I'm like, I'm sorry, I really have to go to the mall. I don't mean to waste your time, but obviously that only makes me seem like more of a creep. Anyways, this bus driver got really mad this one time because there was this lady in a wheelchair who kept bumping into the thing to put on the light. And he thought it was some kid who was messing with him, so he stopped in the middle of, like, between 2 stops, pulled over, got out, and just smoked for like 10 minutes. And he was like, man, I don't give a shit. Through with this job. I'm gonna go home. And he got on, and he drove for like 20 minutes. And he didn't let anybody off until he got to the last stop. Of course, I mean, I hold nothing against bus drivers. I think they're amazing people. I couldn't do it. I can't stand driving. I feel like I'm being judged by people all the time. You can't see faces. it's like with like eyes to me. So you're driving and there's people, like there's a pickup truck, and it just looks mad. It's close to me. I'm sure the person inside is perfectly nice, but it's just, fuck you, drive faster. That's the voice in my head. And it's really scary, so I drive, and my mom's right beside me because I have an L. So it's just a pain. I keep going faster and slower, and that only pisses everyone else more. So I have to pull over eventually and cry for a while. I don't drive very often, really. I think I've got a couple defining features. I'm not a very humble person. Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah. No, basically what it is I'm content with what I am, because I know I'm a shitty human being. Up until a while ago, I thought I was just skinny. I have a mirror in my bathroom and I see myself naked all the time because I get out of the shower. The thing is, there's a sink, so I can only see half of me. And I'm like, wow, I look great. I've got chest hair, and I'm like well built. And then the other day, I happened to be naked in front of a full length mirror, and I found out by chance that I'm shaped like a pear. My body halfway through decides to go on like an orbit, just a detour. And it's disgusting. I've never noticed this before. And now I know. I've luckily never been naked in front of somebody else in this form. So I decided to go running to fill that out. That only makes it tougher. Now I've got gigantic thighs. And I don't look good when I run. It's just a lose-lose situation. I go out and I'm like, I'm gonna get in shape. But I just get sweaty. I've got a full just sweater on because I want to cover up my arms. I have nothing up.
You probably look pretty good.
No, I look pretty terrible. I see people walk by and just the look on their face is enough to kill a puppy. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen. It breaks my heart. I want to run after them and tell them how sorry I am for subjecting them. Pardon? Oh, well, I love you too. I think you have really nice hair personally. Yeah, my hair is one of those things I can't stand. That's one. Personally, hair-wise, I think a good thing to cover up your hair is a hat. Hats are just like the greatest thing out there. I think they're one of the best inventions. I mean, look at that. Hats give you so much emotion and personality. See? And I can't tell if, yeah, you are. And hats, no hat. I can tell that there's a difference between the two of you, because she's wearing a hat. You know, I used to have a couple of. It's like a stupid little Sicilian hat that I bought from a gypsy in Italy. And I mean, that hat completed me. It made me who I was. I could put it on and feel attractive because I didn't have to brush my hair. I didn't have to wash the hat. There's no complex way of applying a hat to the head. Of course, I'm a moron, so I dropped the hat once. I put it on a ledge. And then I walked away because I forgot to put it back on, and I lost it. And I lost who I was, essentially. And that's just a bummer to me. I stopped being the person I once was, and I can't buy the same hat. That's pretentious. I guess I got a teeny little bit. How much time do I have? I think ancient Egyptians were lazy.
I'm Egyptian.
Ancient Egyptians, modern Egyptians are great. The thing about ancient Egyptians is that, I mean, they worship cats, and cats aren't known for their hardiness, so why would you worship a cat in a desert? I'd worship a camel. Cats are known for their inability to give a shit. That's just, I mean, you can tell in their architecture, it's a pyramid. It gets easier to build as you go higher up.